Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday we had discussed about Unit 2. Today we will discuss about Unit 3. That is the Constitution and 42nd Amendment Act. Okay. Coming to here, what all we discuss means like what are the objectives, introduction, constitutional amendments, like what are the constitutional amendments, the constitution of municipalities, composition of municipalities, regulations, election to municipalities, like tenure of municipal councils, powers and functions, what are the finances, what are ward committees, what are district planning committee, again metro planning committee. Next, coming to implementation part. Okay, then we will come to know about the composition and constitution of urban local bodies, election to the urban local bodies, and okay, then functions of urban local bodies, finances and urban local bodies, district and municipal planning committee, and implementation of the act Coming to the introduction part, like 5 of the state list. Like the constitution go through like a detailed provisions about the democratic institutions at national state levels, but did not make the same provisions or similar provisions about urban and rural self-government institutions. Okay, the directive principles of the state policy make reference to strengthen the village panchayats. Okay, coming to that, local government, the constitution and powers of municipal corporations, improvement trusts, district boards, mining settlement authorities, and other local authorities for the purpose of local self-government or village administration. Then there are like inadequate provisions for what? For relating to urban local bodies in the constitution. Like, we will go through all of those what we call provisions, that are 32 provisions. Okay. Then like the state exercised a state greater control, not holding regular elections for frequent. Okay, characterize the working of the urban and rural local bodies. Okay, constitution of Parastaras like water boards and entrusting them with municipal functions is another feature that weakened and made the urban local bodies ineffective. Okay. Coming to like constitutional amendments. What are the constitutional amendments? Like the foregoing development led to the development of like providing constitutional status to the rural and urban local bodies. Okay. Rural means 73rd, urban means 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay. For what? For which purpose they have been given the constitutional status means for regular and fair elections and holding elections in case of supersession or dissolution within the specified period. Then provision for representation to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in the elected municipal councils. Then like for the place, the state urban body or on the form footing the with respect to functions, taxation powers, revenue sharing, etc. Okay. Participation of elected representatives in planning and development at town, city, and metropolitan levels. Okay. See, actually, if you go to the history of this act, that is Panchayat Raj Act. Okay. That Panchayat Raj or like municipalities first was introduced in Lok Sabha in 1988. But the bill was passed. The bill was passed in Lok Sabha, but it was defeated in the Rajya Sabha. Again, the bills were introduced in September 1991. Like the two bills were referred to the joint parliamentary committees, one for Panchayat Raj institution and other for municipalities. Like the bill consists of both the members of Lok Sabha and members of Rajya Sabha. Okay. The joint parliamentary committee for municipalities visited states and local bodies and held wide-ranging consultations with elected representatives. Okay. Coming to the Constitution Act. What is 74th Constitutional Amendment Act deals with? 1992. Okay. Actually, it was came in the year we all know that 1992. Okay. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act provides three types of municipalities. The first one is municipal corporations for large urban areas. Okay. For large urban areas means like Hyderabad, Warangal, that way we can take. Next, municipalities for smaller urban areas and Nagara Panchayat for transition areas from rural to urban, which are in the middle phase. We can say that these Nagara Panchayats are in the middle. Okay. What are the composition of municipalities? Like all seats in the municipal councils shall be filled only through direct elections. Just remember this point. Next, the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act provides for filling through nomination or co-option of representatives having special special knowledge and experience in municipal administration. Okay. Then that nominated members don't have any what we call right to vote. Okay. Then like the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act gives discretion like to the state legislature to provide for representation in municipal councils to the members of House of People, Legislative Assembly representing the constituencies, representation in municipal councils to the members of the House of the People and Legislative Assembly. Like the 74th Constitutional Amendment, we all know that the 74th Constitutional Amendment had made mandatory or discretionary provisions in relation with reservation to provide for like adequate representation to women, scheduled caste, and scheduled tribe in the municipal councils. Okay, the mandatory provisions reservations of not less one-third of seats in municipal council to women. Okay, to the SCs and STs, the seats are reserved in proportion to their population in the areas in the municipal area. Okay, then not less than one-third of the total seats in the municipal council are reserved to women belonging to SC or ST, SC or and SC. Two seats to be filled by direct elections. The state legislature are free to provide for reservation of seats to backward classes. And 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act gave discretion to the state legislature to make what we call provisions to reserve the offices of chairperson and municipal councils. Okay. Okay. Elections to municipalities means like it provides constitution of state election commission. Okay. State election commission and its function include superintendence of the electoral rolls for and conduct of all elections to the panchayat and municipalities. Okay. Next, election to, that is about election to municipalities. Coming to the tenure, like what is the tenure of municipal councils means, for what purpose they have constitution means to provide for the continuity to municipal councils to ensure effective governance. Okay. The 74 also provide fixed tenure. What is the fixed tenure means? Like 5 years. From which date means the date of the which held first meeting. Okay, first meeting of newly elected municipal council, not the result day. Just remember the point, not on the result day, but the first meeting provided by the new elected municipal council. Okay. Next, the State Election Commission should ensure the elections are to be held by the municipal councils before the expiry of duration of the municipal council. Okay. In case of municipal council is dissolved or superseded before the expiry of 5 years tenure, election should be completed within the 6 months of the date of the dissolution. Okay. These are the related to tenure of the municipal councils. Next, coming to powers and functions. What are the powers and functions? Okay. The urban local bodies in India, which are entrusted by several functions by the state municipal acts. The emphasis has been made on the regulatory and maintenance roles with less emphasis on development. In respect of exclusive functions entrusted to them, also there could be a distinction between the mandatory and discretionary functions. Okay, there are some mandatory, that means compulsory functions, and some are discretionary, they're optional to them. Okay, the 74 Constitutional Amendment Act empowers the municipalities with powers and functions and responsibilities to enable them to function as institutions of local self-government. Okay, it left to the state legislature to specify as like what should be given to the municipalities in respect to preparation of plans. Okay, plans for the what, for the economic development and social justice, and to implement the development plans. Okay, then coming to like it also incorporated like 18 functions. We will discuss one by one. Okay, it also incorporated 18 functions like in the 12th schedule. Okay, what are the 18 functions means? Like first one is urban planning including town planning. Okay, urban planning including town planning. Second one is regulation of land use and construction of building. Third one is planning for economic and social development. Then fourth one is roads and bridges. Fifth one is water supply for domestic, industrial and commercial purposes. Okay. Next, sixth one is public health, sanitation, uh, like uh, and solid waste management. Seventh one is fire services. And eighth one is urban forestry, protection of environment, and promotion of ecological aspects. Okay. All these are the functions which are enlisted in 18. Okay. Coming to the ninth one, safeguarding the interests of weaker sections of the society, including handicapped and mentally upgradation. 11th one is of urban amenities and facilities, promotion of cultural and educational aesthetic aspects. Coming to the 14th one, like burials and burial grounds, cremations, cremation grounds, and electric cremations. Okay. 15th one, cattle pounds, preservation of cruelty of animals. 16th one, vital statistics, including registration of births and deaths. Next to 17th one, coming to 17th, public amenities, including street lighting, parking slots, bus stops, and public conveniences. Okay, coming to 18th one, regulation of slaughterhouses and tanneries. Okay, just remember, just remember this 18 functions which are listed in 12th schedule. Okay, coming to the finances. What are the finances? Act. Okay, the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act left to the state legislature for specifying the laws, like the laws which are mattering to levy the taxes. Okay, it did not specify in to the state legislature whether which taxes should be allocated to the municipalities. Okay, urban local bodies. Okay, like the it gave some regulations. What are those regulations? Means the law has specified about the taxes or duties or fees, etc., which could be levied and collected by the municipalities as per the procedure to be laid down in the state law. Okay. Then taxes, duties, fees, which are collected and levied by the state government and shared pass on to the municipalities. Okay. Which are the like taxes, duties which are passed to the municipalities also. Coming to the third one, grants in aid that would be given to the municipalities from the state. Okay. Next one is constitution of funding for creating and withdrawal of money by the municipalities. Next, coming to the State Finance Commission. Okay. What is the article relating to State Finance Commission means? Article 243I. Okay. This 74th Constitutional Amendment Act provides for the constitution of State Finance Commission, which is under Article 243I to review the financial positions. Okay. To review the financial positions of the municipalities. And it will give recommendations to the governor. Next, like the State Finance Commission recommendations cover the following. What are those means? Like distribution between the state government and municipalities of the net proceedings, like and taxes, tolls, and fees leverable by the state. Allocation of share of such proposals between the municipalities of all levels in the state. Okay, to determination of taxes, duties, tolls, fees to be assigned or approved by the municipalities. Okay, and granting aids to municipalities from the consolidated fund of the state, and measures needed to improve the financial position of the state. Next, audits and accounts. Coming to what are the audits and accounts? Like the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act specifies that the maintenance of the accounts and municipalities and their audit shall be done in accordance with the provisions of state law. Okay, the state legislature will be free to make appropriate provisions depending upon the local needs and institutional framework available for this purpose. Coming to next important point, that is ward committees. Okay, ward committees comes under Article 345 S1. Okay, this Article 345 S1 of the Indian Constitution provides for the constitution of ward committees consisting of one or more wards in urban local bodies with a population of like 3 lakhs or above. This raised the question whether ward committee can be constituted in urban local bodies having a population less than 3 lakhs also, and what should be the membership of such committees. Constitution of ward committees for urban local bodies with a population of 3 lakhs or more is a constitutional requirement, and the state has no choice in it. Okay. Next, coming to district planning committee. Okay. District planning committee means planning and allocation of resources at the district level for the Panchayat Raj institutions, which are normally done by the Jilla Parishad. In case of urban areas, municipal bodies discharge these functions within their respective jurisdictions. Okay. However, some important questions may arise which would concern the urban-rural interface, and it may be necessary to take an overall view with regard to the development of district as a whole and decide and allocated of investments, like investments between the rural and urban institutions. Okay. Next, provision has therefore been made for the constitution of district planning committee to consolidate, prepared by the panchayats and municipalities, and prepare a development plan for the district as a whole. Okay. The district planning committee is preparing the draft development plan, which shall have like matters of common interest between the panchayats and the municipalities, including spatial planning, like sharing of water and other physical and natural resources. Next, integrated development of infrastructure and environment conservation. Next, extent and types of available resources, financial or otherwise. Okay, next, the draft district development plan prepared and recommended by the district planning committee should be forwarded by the chairperson of the committee to the state government for approval. Okay, next coming to Metropolitan Planning Committee. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act also provides in every municipality with a population of 10 lakh or more. Okay, ward committee is 3 lakh or more. Metropolitan committee is like 10 lakh or more. Okay, this an area which have 10 lakh or more should have constituted for preparing a draft development plan for the metropolitan area. Okay, the metropolitan planning area should take into an account the following for preparation of the draft development plan. Okay, plans prepared by the municipalities and Panchayat Raj areas. Okay, next, matters of common interest between the municipalities and panchayats, including coordinated spatial plans of the area. Next, sharing of water and other physical natural resources. Next, integrated development of infrastructure and environmental conservation. Overall objectives and priorities by the government of India and state government. Extent and nature of investments likely to be made in the metropolitan areas by the agencies of the government and other available resources, financial and otherwise. Okay. Next, coming to the implementation part. Like implementation in India, implementation in Telangana, implementation issues, all this we will come under implementation. Okay. Like the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act came into force on June 1st, 1993. Okay, coming to implementation in India, like implementation in states or in India, like uh, as a result of various steps taken by the Ministry of Urban Development, Government of India has gone through correspondence and going like organizing meetings at the state level secretaries, the state government board in place conformity legislations by target date. That is May 31st, 1994. Okay. It was passed in June 1st, 1993. And the target date was the target date for implementation of the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act is May 31st, 1994. Okay. Next, coming to like the amendment, state municipal laws provide for the provisions for the constitution and composition of municipalities, reservation of seats for women, SCs and STs, fixed 5-year terms, and holding elections to the municipalities within a period of 6 months in case of dissolution, like setting up of state finance commissions or state election commissions and financial powers of municipalities. Okay. Then coming to implementation in India. The Telangana state was, we all know that the Telangana state was formed on June 2nd, 2014. Okay. Immediately after the formation, the new state adopted all the acts and laws and integrated state of Andhra Pradesh, including Andhra Pradesh Municipal Act 1965. Okay. Then in 2019, Telangana state election, like Telangana state enacted Telangana Municipalities Act 2019, which came into operations soon after the act incorporated all mandatory provisions of 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. These include uh, like they include the details of the constitution and composition of municipalities, reservations, and urban local bodies tenure, ward committees, powers, functions, finances, accounts and audits, district planning committees, metro planning committees, state election commission, state finance commission, etc. Okay. Next, coming to implementation issues. What are the implementation issues? Okay. Like there are few issues in the implementation of like 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. Like what are those? In some states, like there have been delays in the conduct of elections to the municipal council. Like recently, Telangana government is postponing the like election of uh, municipalities, municipal councils. Like after the completion of the tender, all functions in the 12th schedule have been not transferred to the all states. Okay. The State Finance Commission are not being implemented, are not being constitutionally regularly, or even like when constitution recommendation are not being fully implemented. Okay. Even the district planning committees, metro planning committees are not being regularly constituted by the states. Okay. These are the issues related to municipal like implementation issues. Okay. Next, coming to state municipal legislations. Okay, like we all know that municipalities are the state subjects. State governments enact legislations governing the urban local bodies and other state level municipal institutions. Okay, as we all know that there are three types of urban local bodies like municipal corporation, municipalities, and nagar panchayats. There are variations between states. Like in some states, there are separate legislation for municipalities and corporations, and in some integrated provision, integrated legislation covering all types of urban local bodies. Okay. In Telangana, there is a single legislation, the Telangana Municipalities Act 2019, covering municipalities and municipal corporation. Okay. Like except like GHMC. Like what is GHMC? Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, which was constituted or governed by a separate act. That is the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation Act 1955. Like in Kerala, The Kerala's Municipalities Act 1984 covers all types of urban local bodies. Okay. In some states, the municipal corporations have separate legislations, like as in Vijayawada and Vishakhapatnam in AP. Okay. Larger cities have the development authorities governed by separate legislations, like GHMC. Sorry, like HMDA, that is Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority. Okay. In some cities, separate water bodies are established to manage urban water supply. Okay. For each specific area, there is each separate body. Next, like uh, for water body means like example, the Hyderabad Water Supply and Sewage Board. Okay. Like to subs and develop infrastructure separate corporations have been established, like Telangana Urban Finance, what we call Infrastructure Development Corporation, under separate act. Like there are other also institutions like pollution control boards, slum area boards, governed by separate acts. Okay, the urban local bodies are thus governed by different what we call acts and frames under the act. Okay. Like if we discuss some of the silent features of Telangana Municipalities Act 2019, okay, like it is trust based on wherein building plans approval or tax assessment, etc., are based on the self certification by the house owners. Next, use of information technology or e-governance in municipal administration at different levels. Like people can get buildings plan approvals, certificates like birth, death, etc. online in online. Okay, next, like promotes natural resources through water and energy audit. Next important point is environment upgradation, wherein every ward should prepare and implement a 5-year and annual green plan. Okay, every year. That is, every year we have an annual plan, and every election term year, that is for every 5 years, there is a plan. Okay, like it is futuristic, wherein every town should become a model town and grow plans as per the district planning level committee based on land and topography. Okay, they have taken the consideration of land and topography also. Next, focus on capacity building, wherein elected and official functionaries should undergo initial and periodic training. Okay. Next, reform oriented, wherein in applications submitted for approval are considered approved after the specified period as per the citizens charter. Next, procedure simplification. Okay. And then followed by incentives for the informed of violation of law. Okay. And the final point is like responsibility fixing within ward members who fall to ensure survival of 85% plans will get disqualification as also action on concerned officials. Okay. Next, like some of these provisions are innovative and even like disqualification or radical, like disqualification of ward members for the failure to ensure 85% of survival of plans. Like even the aim for to towards good urban governance and even a model to issue other states. Okay. These are related to the unit 3. Okay. Let's revise what have we gone through this all these 3 units. Okay. First one, we have gone through objectives. We have got introduction, like, and we have got to constitutional amendments. Okay. Like constitutional amendment means what are those like constitution of municipalities, like composition of municipalities. Okay. Reservations, like reservations for women, SCs and STs. Okay. Now, constitution of municipalities means there are three based on like what we call area, like municipal corporations for urban local bodies. Uh, sorry, municipalities for the smaller urban areas, and the last one is Nagar Panchayats for the area which is in transaction from rural to urban. And we have gone to composition, who all the members of those municipalities and elections. For elections, there is separate state election commission. Okay. Uh, okay. Then coming, even we had separate state finance commission also under finances. Like even the tenure of the municipal council is 5 years. If at all there is resolution of the municipal council, then the elections should held within the 6 months. Then we have gone all like powers and functions, like what are the functions, what are the 18 functions which are listed in the 12th schedule. Then we had gone through ward committees. See, for considering a ward committee, there should be a population of like more than 3 lakhs. Like then we had district planning committee, 243ZD, article relates to district planning committee. Then we had metropolitan planning committee, which is 243ZE. Then we have gone through implemented how various states have been implemented, how one state is different from other state. Like Kerala, it is 18 functions have been given to the states. In some states only some powers or some functions are given to the municipalities. Like how Telangana is implemented, how it gave, how is role model to other issues. All these things have gone through in this chapter. Okay. In the next chapter, we will discuss about in the next chapter, we will discuss the urban governance. In urban governance, we will go through the meaning and definitions of the governance, principles of good governance, challenges of good governance, achieving how should we achieve good governance. Then, what is urban governance? What is the meaning and definitions of urban governance? Characteristics of good urban governance, why urban good governance matters, models of urban governance, challenges of good urban governance, how we go, how we achieve or like achieving good governance. Okay, what are the reforms going in the urban governance? Okay, what is the urban governance in India or good urban governance going on in India and Telangana? Okay, all these things will be covered in the unit 4. Okay, next class. Okay, thank you.